What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Everything Crypto YouTube channel, where we keep you up to speed on the most important news moving the crypto markets. Now, we are back today with a very important weekly CRO update. It is Sunday, and there has been no shortage of news this week when it does come to Crypto.com and Cronos coin itself. We got to talk about both the UK and Australia confirming that they are looking to adopt crypto in the next couple of years, and reasons why I do believe Crypto.com is set to be a massive beneficiary of the expansion of crypto in these two regions. Then we got to talk about the ongoing competition between Binance and Crypto.com as they do compete for a share of the crypto Visa space in Latin American regions. And last but not least, and probably the biggest piece of news for Crypto.com this week, does come with the new crypto earn nerfs that were implemented as of February 3rd, and we're going to break down what I think this means for Crypto.com as well as Cronos coin. So without further ado, it is time to sit back, relax, grab that morning cup of joe, and enjoy the show. Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm wishing you all a peaceful and a restful day ahead. If you've not yet hit that sub, like, and notification bell, make sure to do so and join the Everything Crypto squad. And with that, we're going to hop right in here with the question of the day. And today I want to know, do you prefer to stake your crypto through CeFi or DeFi for passive income? So do you prefer to use centralized exchanges or actually use the decentralized applications yourself to earn your yield? Let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Now, before we hop into the news, I do want to give you guys just a quick update on the Cronos chart, and I have it starting off on a 3-month here for the simple reason being that just about 3 months ago today, this is when Crypto.com did experience the bank run. There was a lot of FUD suggesting they would not be able to honor all withdrawals. They did in fact honor all customer withdrawals. They are still fully operating. However, that does not change the fact that Cronos coin itself took a massive hit during all this FUD, dropping from over 12.5 cents all the way down to 5.5 cents at the lows. And I just want to point this out because CRO is in fact coming up to a very important technical indicator here, being the bull market support band. Now, it's worth noting that here in early November, Cronos coin had already gotten rejected at the bull market support band. This could have played out differently had the bank run not occurred, but it did. CRO dropped all the way to 5.5 cents. Since then, it has made for a very nice trading opportunity from this key level of support that we did talk about here on the channel when it hit it back in mid-November, as well as once again in late December and early January. And the thing here with CRO now is that we are once again approaching the bull market support band, and if we can break above this level, we could see a very explosive move for CRO to the upside. So I want to zoom out here and show you guys that pretty much throughout this bear market, CRO has been rejected at the bull market support band multiple times. It had a nice double top rejection here in March and April of 2022. Then it got rejected once again here in November, as we just discussed, and we are now once again coming back up to this level. Now, the bull market support band, the upper band here sits at 9.25 cents, and then we have the 200-day moving average sitting at 9.7 cents, and a big level of resistance here at 10 cents. So I do think that CRO is going to come and make a retest of the 10-cent level in the coming weeks and months if the rest of the crypto market stays green, and this is where I would expect to face some serious overhead for CRO. Now, it is worth noting here that if CRO can in fact make its way above 10 cents, we could see a very big move for CRO. Reason being is that it would be now fully above its bull market support band, and we can see here that the last time CRO had a big move above the bull market support band was in September of 2021, and this was in line with Crypto.com getting the naming rights to the Staples Arena, and this did mark that wild pump that we saw from about 15 cents all the way up to 95 cents, a move of 518%. I am not suggesting that CRO is going to make a similar move like that whatsoever, but we know that 10 cents acted as a very strong level of support that we did talk about a lot in 2022, and therefore now it should act as a strong level of resistance. And if CRO can break above that level, be above the bull market support band, we definitely could see a run back up to 15 cents, which would mark the next key area of resistance for CRO here on the chart. But once again, first I would need to see a confirmed breakout above that 10-cent level, and then we can talk about the upper price targets. And as for the lower price targets, I mean, if CRO gets rejected at 10 cents, there is nothing to say that it cannot come back down to 5.5 cents in the coming weeks. However, if we do see the rest of the crypto market continue moving upwards, I do think it is much more likely that we come up to this 10-cent level. And I mean, I'll see where we are on the CRO chart next week and give you guys an update depending on how CRO does behave over the next week. Now, we're going to hop into the news next, starting off with the UK Treasury publishing their crypto framework paper. We know that the UK is looking to be a hotspot for global crypto adoption, and I do believe that Crypto.com is set to be a prime beneficiary of this widespread adoption in the UK. One thing they did announce in this Treasury consultation paper is that there will not be separate regulatory regimes for crypto, as it would fall under the framework of a current Financial Services and Markets Act. The goal here being to actually level the playing field between crypto and traditional finances. This is very unlike North America, who is actually looking to keep crypto kind of below their traditional finance systems. Now, one thing that is coming from this consultation paper is the fact that crypto market participants will have to repeat the registration process. They have already had to undergo the process under the FCA licensing regime, but now they will need to be assessed against a wider range of measures in accordance with this new crypto framework. We know that Crypto.com did actually receive this registration approval from the Financial Conduct Authority in August of last year, and given that they are one of the biggest and most regulated and secure crypto platforms in the world, I think they are a prime candidate to really pass this re-registration, even with the new security implementations in place. And we know that Crypto.com is looking at the UK as sort of like a very fast growing region for crypto adoption, as we have a direct quote from CEO Chris Marzalek that he did discuss when they got this FCA registration approval the first time. He says this is a significant milestone for Crypto.com, with the UK representing a strategically important market for us at a time when the government is pushing forward with its agenda to make Britain a global hub for crypto asset technology and investment. We are committed to the UK market, and we look forward to developing our platform and presence in the UK further by expanding our offering to customers while continuing to work with regulators. So the UK is seen as a high potential market for crypto, following a 650% increase in adoption from 2018 to 2021, according to some research from Bankless Times. And now we have the Crypto.com CEO saying here that they do continue to work with regulators. So I think that even if the regulation requirements around these exchanges do become more stringent, that Crypto.com as one of the most secure platforms will benefit from this, as I think they will have no problem once again getting registered in the UK and operating just in time for the next bull market, when hopefully a ton of new citizens of the UK are looking to get onboarded and really go ahead and buy their first cryptos, or buy more as the FOMO does kick in. Now, we also have Australia here introducing classification for crypto assets, and a document that kind of went under the radar here back in June as the crypto market was tanking, which actually shows that Crypto.com has already gone ahead and submitted to the Australian Treasury on their crypto asset service providers. In terms of their licensing and custody requirements, the one thing they basically said here is that as a leading provider of crypto asset services, they proudly serve the Australian market and is committed to its economic growth and in delivering the social utility of crypto assets to the Australian consumer, investor, and business owner. They say we greatly look forward to continued dialogue with the Treasury on a policy framework that will encourage responsible innovation and thereby enable even more Australians to benefit from a more inclusive, modern digital economy. So we had Crypto.com CEO confirming last year in the middle of a bear market that they were in talks with UK financial regulators. And we have this official document to the Australian Treasury that kind of flew under the radar in the middle of the bear market, proving that Crypto.com is also in talks with the Australian Treasury Consultation Committee at a time when both of these countries are looking to ramp up their crypto adoption. This does lead me to believe that Crypto.com will be a major player in these two regions. Now, another region that Crypto.com is already present in and is looking to stay in due to the rapid growth in this area is Latin America. And it does look like they are now in competition with Binance over here, as they have gone ahead and partnered with MasterCard to launch a prepaid crypto card in Brazil. So we're going to break all this down in just a second, but first I do want to bring you guys a quick word from this video sponsor. Tax filing season is just around the corner, and as a crypto investor, this means it is time to start gathering your wallet addresses as well as documenting all of the transactions that were made through your different wallets. And not to worry, because COINLEDGER, the sponsor of this video, is here to help take the stress stress out of your crypto tax reporting, as it does allow you to easily connect your wallets, automatically calculate your gains, losses, and income in your home fiat currency for free. Think of it as the TurboTax for crypto, not to mention the fact that CoinLedger tax reports can be imported into TurboTax, TaxAct, and other tax filing softwares. It is completely free to use, and you only pay when you want to download your tax reports, integrated with 500 plus wallets, exchanges, and blockchains. Now, clearly, this company does have a big customer base with 300K users, 70 billion in transactions processed, and $50 million saved through tax loss harvesting in total on their platform. And the way that it works here is quite simple. You import your crypto transactions from your wallets and exchanges, you preview your report, and then you generate your tax report in this very simple 3-step process. I know it can be overwhelming for people, especially in their first year actually managing their crypto taxes. So I'm going to show you guys just how simple it actually is. We're going to go ahead and take a CSV file here from a Coinbase account, and you guys are going to see automatically, boom, look at this. 6 transactions have been imported. So now all the transactions have been imported through the CSV file. Then you can actually go ahead here and review your transactions. And then last but not least, you can go over here to the tax report section, and once all of your transactions have been verified through CoinLedger, you can officially create your very own tax report. So you guys can see how fast CoinLedger did actually upload these transactions for us. You can also do the same thing via API keys, just as I did with the CSV file. And it is worth noting, you can sign up and use the platform completely for free. You only have to pay when you actually want to generate a tax report. So if you do want to sign up for CoinLedger, feel free to use the link in the description down below. And once again, thank you to CoinLedger for sponsoring this video and partnering up with the channel. So hopping back into the news here, we see that Binance has partnered up with MasterCard to launch a prepaid crypto card in Brazil, and this will be available to all Binance users in Brazil with a valid national ID and allow them to make payments and pay bills with 13 cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ether, and Binance USD. Now, their card will charge a 0.9% fee per transaction involving crypto, and it will offer up to 8% in cashback with crypto and allow ATM withdrawals without fees. They say the product is now in a testing phase and will be widely available in the coming weeks, citing here that Brazil is an extremely relevant market for Binance, and they will continue to invest in new services for local users, as well as contribute to the development of blockchain and the crypto ecosystem in the country. Brazil is one of Binance's top 10 markets globally, according to their post, citing a MasterCard study conducted in 2022 showing that 49% of Brazil consumers claim to have made at least one transaction using crypto in the past 12 months, compared to the global average of 41%. Binance, however, is not the first crypto company to go ahead and launch their very own crypto card in Brazil, as Crypto.com went ahead and did this with their very own Visa back in November 11th of 2021. So Crypto.com has already been here with their Visa for over a year at the time that Binance is just beginning to enter this market. And more recently, we did see on December 15th that Crypto.com secured a payment institution license in Brazil. So between the UK, between Australia, between Brazil, we can clearly see Crypto.com's strategy here has been to secure as much regulation and compliance as possible to benefit from onboarding the next wave of crypto users in the next bull run. And this payment institution license in Brazil is interesting, allowing them to continue offering regulated fiat wallet services for customers in Brazil, with the CEO Chris Marszalek once again stating the importance of the Latin American region. He says Brazil and the entire LATAM market is a significant region in the pursuit of our vision of cryptocurrency in every wallet. We are incredibly proud to secure the license in Brazil, allowing us to lead a safe, secure, and compliant platform. We look forward to continuing working with regulators and authorities throughout the region in advancing cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. According to a recent study by Chainalysis, a big crypto analytics firm, Brazil has been ranked 7th in its position globally in this year's crypto index. So that would be 2022's index. Latin America is a major driver of growth in crypto adoption, and regulators have been playing a key role to foster this. This is an exciting step in our journey in Brazil and Latin America, with much more to come. And this comes from the general manager and head of legal Latin America of Crypto.com. So this was one of the latest pieces of registration Crypto.com got, along with Australia, the UK, France, Cyprus, Greece, South Korea, Dubai, Singapore, as well as getting a pre-registration undertaking with the Ontario Securities Administration in Canada, one of the industry leaders in terms of security and regulation, something people don't tend to care about too much in bull markets. But after seeing what went down in this bear market with FTX, Voyager, Celsius, BlockFi, I think that people are going to care a lot more about this moving forward, and that Crypto.com is positioned very well to benefit from this. Now, we're going to hop into a pretty controversial piece of news this week in terms of Crypto.com once again nerfing their crypto earn platform. So some people got this email, "Dear valued customer, starting today," and this email was sent out on February 3rd, so just this previous week. The following changes will take place for crypto earn in the Crypto.com app. Removal of selected tokens are going to no longer be available, include BAT, BCH, Engine, Chainlink, Litecoin, Decentraland, PaxG, TAUD, TCAD, TGBP, as well as TUSD, all of which are stable coins for Australia, Canada, the UK, and the US respectively, Tonic, Uniswap, XLM, and XRP. All fixed-term allocations for the tokens above will remain and continue to maturity. However, all flexible term allocations with the aforementioned tokens will be terminated immediately and returned to your crypto wallet. So they pretty much went ahead and removed over 15 coins, or 15 on the dot exactly here, from their crypto earn program. And not only that, but they did in fact implement some rewards rates and revisions for select tokens, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and CRO Coin. So now for Bitcoin, if you were to stake your Bitcoin over a year in 3-month contracts, so 4 different 3-month contracts, you would be getting a 1.5% yield on your Bitcoin. If you did this with Ethereum, you would be getting a 2% APY, and with CRO, you would be getting a 6% APY. And you guys can get a look at the full list of APYs here on their website if you just pause the video and take a look at this chart. But I kind of want to move forward with this and talk about, is this relevant to Crypto.com at all, okay? Because on paper, yes, if the crypto earn platform was significant, this would be a big nerf to the platform. It definitely could sort of halt some people joining this platform if that's what they were looking for. But to be honest, guys, the crypto earn platform has been garbage for a while, in my opinion, and not something that I think anybody is using this app for. I think that the minute they implemented these tier rates, that this is when they really effectively neutered the crypto earn platform. As effectively what they've done here is, you can take a look at all these rates and then just know right off the bat that these rates are only applicable if you have 3,000 USD or less in value. Anything over $3,000 worth of value staked on crypto earn is subject to tier 2 rates, which is 50% of tier 1 rates available. So effectively, the rates you were seeing here are only the tier 1 APYs. So let's just say, for example, you locked up exactly 3,000 USD worth of CRO in crypto earn under a 3-month contract. If you did this 4 times, so for 12 months over the span of exactly a calendar year, you would be getting that 6% interest on your CRO. Now, if you went ahead and locked up anything above $3,000, so $27,000 worth of value, you would be getting half of these rewards, so only 3%. And then anything above the tier 2 quota, so above this next batch of $27,000, is subject to tier 2 or to tongue twister, to tier 3 rates, which is 0.3x the tier 2 rate. So effectively, only up to $3,000 USD, you are getting these full rates. The next $27,000, you are getting half of these rates. And then anything above that $30,000 between the tier 1 and tier 2 actual caps, you are getting 0.3x multiplier on the tier 2 rates. Effectively meaning that this program is pretty much only good for up to 3,000 USD if you want the full span of rewards. And honestly, these rewards are still crap even in tier 1, because you can, for the most part, find much better yield in DeFi. With the exception of Bitcoin, which, to be honest, is not meant to be staked. That is not what native Bitcoin is meant for, so I don't think it's necessary to have this locked up in an effort to try and earn some yield. But for something like Ethereum here, I'm going to give you guys a perfect example. So Ethereum comes in at 2% APY. You can simply take your Ethereum over here to Lido.finance. This is not financial advice, but this is the biggest liquid staking solution for Ether, where you can earn a 4.8% APR on your ETH, and that is not subject to a $3,000 limit as imposed by Crypto.com. You can see Polkadot here. I think you're getting 12% on Crypto.com's earn. You're getting 18% here through Lido Finance. Not to mention the fact that for CROcoin itself, where they are offering 6% in the app, you can get 10+% here through the Crypto.org chain staking, which we have discussed multiple times on the channel. If you are not staking your CRO through the Crypto.org or the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, definitely I would suggest checking out that video we dropped on New Year's Day. That'll show you how you can set that up and begin earning that juicy yield for staking your CROcoin. And it appears like the majority of the market does agree, whereas in the past, a nerf to the crypto earn program, we saw a lot of people upset, a lot of people saying they were going to move their assets, and CRO has pretty much been unfazed today, even despite the nerfs to the crypto earn platform. So you can see here that on a year-to-date basis, as of the time of this post here on February 4th, that Bitcoin is up 40.67% year-to-date, Ether up 38.63% year-to-date, and CROcoin up 46.05% year to date. CROcoin has outperformed the two biggest blue chips in the crypto industry, and even in the face of this crypto earn news that did drop on the 3rd, CRO did not show any sort of a pullback even in spite of these changes. So effectively, I think that nobody really cares about this anymore when it comes to crypto earn. I don't think it means anything in terms of Crypto.com's long-term business, which does continue to be fundamentally strong in my opinion. And yeah, I still remain bullish on Crypto.com and CROcoin. Once again, I don't think it's a big deal whatsoever, as you can get much better rates in DeFi, and they do have the Crypto.com and DeFi wallet to help you out with that. So that's just something to keep in mind there. Now, speaking of DeFi, we're going to hop into both the Crypto.org and the Cronos chain, the two blockchains which CROcoin is the native token of, and that's how we're going to wrap up this video. So for starters here, the Cronos chain accelerator program is officially open again, where they do try to attract talent here, offering them a 3-month program to advance their decentralized applications on the Cronos chain. So this offers accelerated support for early stage projects building on Cronos, 12 weeks of workshops and mentorship, and a $100 million backed war chest. So the 3-month remote accelerator offers legal, tech, tokenomics, commercial, marketing, and fundraising advice, access to leading crypto and VC mentor and investor networks, an immediate $30K and up to $300K follow-on investment from Cronos Labs' $100 million ecosystem fund, opportunities to form strategic partnerships with companies in the Cronos network, one-to-one tailored sessions with technical specialists to support design, building, and scaling, deep dives with Cronos degens. Right off the bat, that's like the one big pet peeve for me, is when like official crypto teams try to use slang used in the community like degens or WAGME. Like, that doesn't seem super professional to me personally. As well as focused fundraising support. And they say here they're looking for teams building across the stack, including DeFi, GameFi, SocialFi, and infrastructure. So effectively, this is in fact an accelerator program meant to attract talent to the Cronos chain in exchange for funding and as well as some mentorship here. So kind of like a win-win, where these projects do get sort of like support from the Cronos team, and in return, these dApps are built on the Cronos chain, which hopefully will lead to a lot more TVL and people making their way over to this blockchain. Now, they do have the full setup here, kind of talking about the timeline for this program, and it's worth noting that we're not going to see any results of this. We're not even going to see the winners announced most likely until probably like early to mid-April, but hopefully they do get some nice projects that can attract talent to this chain later this year. Now, we're going to wrap things up here talking about both the Crypto.org chain and the Cronos chain. And the first thing I want to take a look at when it comes to Crypto.org is the amount of growth in terms of the CRO being staked on this network. So if I take a look at the dashboard here and then go ahead over to the chart, you're going to notice that we have actually seen a very nice inflow of CRO that is actually being staked, now up to 5.38 billion, down from 5.26 billion on January 7th, 2023. So effectively about 100 million more CRO is now being delegated to the Crypto.org chain than was being staked a month ago. And the reason we do take a look at this, and in terms of, you know, how much CRO is actually staked on the Crypto.org chain, that is because when you lock up your CRO on this network, if you want to get it back, you have to go through a 28-day unbonding period, effectively meaning that, yeah, if you want your CRO back after locking it up here, you're not going to get it back for 4 weeks. And as you can see here by the chart, it appears like the rate of people unstaking compared to the amount of people that are staking their CRO. I mean, the amount of new CRO entering the crypto.org chain, it does look to be outpacing the amount of CRO leaving it. And this effectively means that more CRO is locked up and removed from the float. With a current circulating supply of 25 billion, there's 5.3 billion locked up. That is equivalent to over 20% of all CRO circulating locked up for staking rewards right now. So take a look at the circulating supply of CRO and then knock off 5.3 billion, and that is definitely bullish for the price action. And not to mention that a lot of CRO is also over here interacting with the Cronos chain. So if we take a look at the Cronos chain in terms of its ranking when compared to other blockchains, it is still sitting here in 10th place with 419 mil in TVL, behind Solana, which is currently sitting at 513 mil in TVL, but ahead of Mixin with 371 mil. Now, Cronos is still the biggest blockchain built on Cosmos in terms of its total value locked, and that, I mean, is not even close, with Thorchain in second with 287 mil. So Cronos with a substantial lead here in terms of the Cosmos ecosystem, but sitting in 10th place amongst all blockchains. And one thing I actually want to take a look at here is, let's go to chains. And I want to take a look at how Cronos is performing in terms of other EVM compatible blockchains. So blockchains that are using the Ethereum virtual machine. And that would actually put Cronos in what place? Whenever it wants to load. In 8th place, okay? Because that removes Solana and one more of these and Tron from the float. Solana and Tron are not EVM compatible, and they are both ahead of CRO on the leaderboards. Now, in terms of what's actually making up this TVL for Cronos here, we can see that VVS makes up over 50% of the total value locked on Cronos. And then we have Tectonic here also holding a lot of weight, which is at about half of the TVL of Tectonic. So VVS has 210 mil locked up. Tectonic has 123 mil locked up. That means Tectonic makes up just over another 25% of TVL on the Cronos chain. And you can see this as a negative here, as it means that Cronos is heavily reliant on these two different dApps, one of them a DEX, one of them a lending platform. But at the same time, if even one more dApp was to come here and get some TVL similar to VVS or Tectonic, that would mean a big boom in the total amount of total value locked on the Cronos chain. We did hit an all-time high here of about 3.57 billion in April of last year, now sitting at just about 418 mil in TVL. So Cronos still hanging into the top 10 here, but definitely would like to see some new projects kind of make its way over to the Cronos chain this year. I mean, once again, like, CROcoin is the native token of the Crypto.com centralized exchange, the native token of the Crypto.org chain, as well as the Cronos chain. So lots of different things here going on for CROcoin that could help drive some future potential growth. And on that note, I hope you guys did enjoy the content in today's video. You know what to do. If you made it all the way to the end, you are an absolute champion. Let me know in the YouTube comments down below and claim that champion status. I hope you are all having a peaceful and restful Sunday. I'm wishing you all an amazing week ahead, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace out for now.